American baseball starts conference play this weekend with some great matchups on the slate. We'll preview those for you in a moment, but first, let's take a quick look at the action from this past week. Houston, ranked 17th in the Baseball America poll, extended its winning streak to 10 games Tuesday with a dramatic comeback. The Cougars trailed Lamar 5-0 entering the 8th. 3 runs in that frame plus a Connor Wong sac fly gave Coug fans some free baseball. In the 10th, Ian Rice would provide the walk-off winner with a double that brought Josh Vidales home for a 6-5 Cougar win. Houston improved to 18-7 with the victory. It was a highly successful week for the Cougs, who picked up a 3-game sweep at New Mexico over the weekend. Chris Iriart was pivotal to the Houston offense, driving in a run in the late innings of all 3 games, including a go-ahead sac fly in Sunday's 8-7 win. Iriart, who hit .500 with 4 RBIs during the week, was named the American Player of the Week Monday. We talked about it last week, but it's not getting old quite yet. The UCF offense is putting up ridiculously good numbers. The Knights, ranked 6th in the Baseball America poll, entered the week leading the nation in batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, home runs, and runs scored. UCF has 3 of the top 25 players in the nation in homers. Dylan Moore leads the team with 7 long balls this season. The Knights are averaging over 8 runs per game. Another UCF slugger had a memorable game Tuesday as Matt DiOrio hit 2 home runs and drove in 7 runs at Jacksonville. His night was capped by this grand slam in the 9th inning. DiOrio now has 26 runs batted in this year, good for 3rd in the American. 4 of the top 5 run producers in the conference are sporting the black and gold in Orlando. Memphis has been on fire the last 3 weeks and will ride a huge wave of momentum into the weekend. The Tigers enter conference play having run off an 11-game winning streak this month that was snapped Wednesday, but outfielder Darian Tubbs has been leading the way for Memphis, reaching base in all 20 games to begin the season. UConn has had some adventures with Mother Nature this year. For the 2nd time this season, the Huskies had to relocate to get the game in, but it didn't seem to affect the Bats too much. They took down Yale 18-1 behind 4 RBI days from Max McDowell and Willie Yon. The offensive success continued into Wednesday as Vinny Sienna drove in 6 runs in a 17-2 win over Central Connecticut. The midweek effort followed a 2-1 weekend at Seton Hall for the Huskies. In the first game of Saturday's doubleheader, UConn right-hander Carson Cross was lights out, tossing 8 2/3 shutout innings, holding Seton Hall to 2 hits in a UConn win. Cross was named the American Pitcher of the Week. USF picked up the Americans' 9th win over a ranked team Sunday with the Bulls' 8-5 10-inning win at Illinois. USF followed that Tuesday with a comeback win at Florida Gulf Coast, scoring 2 in the 8th and 2 in the 9th for an 8-7 win. Cincinnati's Ian Happ and East Carolina's Luke Lowry continued their battle atop the batting and home run leaderboards. Lowry is hitting .433 on the year with 8 home runs. Both numbers lead the American. Happ is 2nd in both categories, hitting .427 while tied with UCF's Dylan Moore at 7 homers. Conference play opens up this weekend with some exciting matchups. The Americans' 2 nationally ranked teams will square off in Orlando as UCF hosts Houston. The Knights, ranked 6th in the Baseball America poll, entered the weekend at 20-6 on the year and are loaded with offensive firepower. They'll clash with the 17th ranked Cougars, who have won 10 straight. Memphis opens up its conference slate at East Carolina. The Pirates are 12-5 this month and have 2 starting pitchers with sub-2 ERAs in Evan Krasinski and David LaCroix. Tulane plays its first conference game in the American when the Green Wave hosts UConn. The matchup features 2 of the top pitching staffs so far this year, with Tulane ranked 1st in the conference in ERA and UConn 3rd. USF hosts Cincinnati to begin conference play. The Bulls have won 11 of their last 13 and 9 straight home games. Cincinnati, the youngest team in the nation with 22 freshmen, will look to pick up some road wins to set the tone in conference play. Don't forget you can follow all the action on Twitter at American_BSB. That's all we have for you today on The Rise. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week.